Alright YouTube, Doc Three Toes, March 30th. Just gonna open my hive today and check on everything. This is my second inspection. We had a long winter. We're in zone 8A-B-ish. Did find some varroa mites on my bottom board after my last inspection, so I went ahead and treated with oxalic acid. I have had them on 2-to-1 sugar water. There were eggs last time present. Plan for this hive is to donate a couple of wax frames at least to a new package that's coming, and maybe if it's strong enough to split it. So today I'm gonna have a look and see where the brood's at. See what they've been up to. There's been a lot of pollen coming in. There's plenty of bees. Try and keep this organized as I go. That whole frame is full of bees. So this is going into our second season. I would absolutely say we've been very successful. I had quite a bit of leftover capped honey. See that down there? I didn't take any, mainly because it's going to give me some options when I go and split. I certainly could have taken honey. Now that I've treated with oxalic acid, it'll have to wait, which is fine. Got a little bit of bridging on this frame, which is the first time I've had any bridging. Any that I've had to cut anyway. But that is why I have the long knife here. Wow, that's a heavy frame. There's still loads of honey. Building drone comb at the bottom. Storing nectar. That might be from my feeder. We're pretty close on that feeder end. Honey. Looks like pollen in the middle. Putting away some nectar. My bees had a lot of drones late in the season last year compared to my friends. I think that particular comb is a little bit wide, which is maybe why they had it stuck down. So a little capped honey at the top and some nectar in there. Again, pretty big looking comb at the bottom. I don't want to get too far away here, but if I can get into the sun, I'll see if I have any. There are eggs in these bottom cells. Whether those are drones or actually just larger size worker comb, I don't know for sure. These plastic frames give them a pretty small cell size, so maybe they're just preferring to make some bigger stuff. And definitely eggs in there as well on the bottom. The rest of that doesn't look drawn out far enough yet. It could be larvae in some of those. It's a little hard to tell. Boy, the bees are just brilliant today. Not fussing at all. I do have my smoker going, but I haven't put any smoke in there. Just keep it working. 10. So this is a short frame. They haven't built this one down very far. Definitely developing larvae in there. Tons of developing larvae. Not old enough to be capped, but some pollen. A little bit of honey left at top. Same on that side. I did find a deformed small bee today. First thing I've seen that's been kind of abnormal, so I hung on to it. I don't know if I'll send it to Department of Agriculture or not. We'll see. If I find more, certainly I will, but they must have occasional. Wow. There's some capped off. You can see the difference in size there between the stuff that they built and the stuff that was on this black comb. They really, I'm not sure they like that black plastic frame, but capped off. I'm gonna guess that's drone brood. I don't need that many drones, but well, we'll have good healthy queens. Larvae all in through here, you can see in the bottom. Pollen stores. Yeah, these are all presumed drones. Just gonna have a look at one of these larvae in here. Again, because I did have some varroa. I think I got treated before they were capped off, so. And I did not do a measurement of varroa. I just saw some on my bottom board, not many, but probably going to treat them twice a year as long as we're seeing varroa. Okay, well, some capped brood. These are really staying down in there. It's great. They're not poking their heads up. I don't know what else I need to accomplish in here. Really want. There's a full frame of worker brood. So. There you go, all worker brood. Still capping a few off. Oh yeah, that one's pissed off. Looking pretty good though. I get the light behind me. There. Have a look in there. That's a pretty darn good pattern. There's not many misses there, and what is missed just looks like they're still feeding off the brood. So great. So that's frame 9 full of capped worker brood. Check one more. Might be angry too. And same on the next 2 frames. This one's all worker, capped, ready to go. This hive is going to explode soon. Not quite so much on that side, but they're still working pretty hard, getting everybody plugged in. Wasn't looking for the queen. Don't really need to. Saw fresh eggs. I guess she could have been closer to this end. That's where the fresh eggs were anyway. So addictive, I might check one more. So we're just about at the center of the hive. Last frame that we're checking. Full of worker brood. half full of worker brood. Let's see if she's laying any eggs in the rest of those. I think she's working out closer to where we started. No, I don't see eggs in there. A fair bit of pollen put away. I must have missed her when we first started. We'll go back and look at the video, but it sure seems like she's... I think the rest of it we're just going to leave alone. Hey girls. They seem pretty happy in there, so let's just leave them be. I would say too early for swarm cells, so I'm not going to take the whole thing apart. If I do get some swarm cells being formed, I definitely want to use that to my advantage when I go to set up my new hive. So yeah, I'm going to keep them kind of crowded until we're getting close to the time that new bees are coming. Okay, I didn't see queen, but we have fresh eggs, so she's in there. As long as I didn't drop her. A couple of dead bees left from the winter that I didn't clear out, so get those. Thanks for watching. I really just want to do some videos, A, for the Topbar stuff because it's still, I don't know, not popular, and B, to give some local beekeeping results. There's a lot of beekeepers around here, but I don't see anything on YouTube, so hopefully this is helpful for people on Vancouver Island, and they might find something useful, and maybe they got some tips and tricks for me. Obviously, I'm a new beekeeper. I did have this shelter built for the winter, but the rest of it, sides are off, and the rest of it will come down soon, and I have a couple more hives ready to go. I've got another Topbar, and then a smaller Topbar, and that's going to be a cathedral hive that I'm working on too. I'm not opposed to Langstroths, I just don't find them all that romantic, and I don't like lifting boxes. I like being able to work standing. So thanks for watching. I'm probably going to try and do a bee video every 2 to 4 weeks, so stay tuned.